Hello everyone, I'm honored to present our research titled Diagnostic Study on the Matching Degree of Supply and Demand for Community-Based Elderly Care Facilities in Megacity. Today, I will walk you through our investigation into the special match of elderly care resources in Beijing. Our content is divided into three sections: research background and approach, model construction, experimental findings, and policy recommendations. Let's begin with the research background. China is experiencing deep aging and Beijing is at the forefront. By the end of 2023, 30.2% of Beijing's registered population was aged 60 and above, totaling 4.316 million elderly residents. This rapid aging has created a sharp rise in demand for care facilities. However, the core issue we address is the significant spatial imbalance in how these facilities are distributed and how will they meet local needs. This leads us directly to the core problem, a severe supply-demand mismatch. In some areas, we see bed shortages, where elderly residents cannot access necessary care, while in other areas, resources remain underutilized. Our study aims to address this by achieving three objectives. First, to quantitatively diagnose the match between supply and demand. Second, to reveal the spatial clustering patterns. And third, to explore the driving mechanisms. The significance lies in providing actionable insights for optimizing resource allocation and building a more equitable elderly care system. We followed a clear three-step methodology. First, data integration and processing from multiple sources. Second, model computation using the entropy-weighted Topsis method to assess matching levels. Third, spatial correlation analysis to uncover geographic patterns. The next section involves model construction. We built a multi-dimensional valuation system. The supply side includes the number of facilities, beds, occupancy rates, and meal assistance centers. The demand side primarily considers elderly population density. All indicators were weighted objectively using the entropy method. Using the entropy-based Topsis model, we calculated the matching index for each street, called the MI value. Based on this value, we classified areas into three categories: supply surplus, balanced, and supply shortage, revealing clear spatial differentiation across Beijing. Here are our classification criteria. Areas of MI more than 2.31 are considered supply surplus. Those with between 0.52 and 2.31 MI are balanced. And areas with MI lower than 0.52 are identified as having a supply shortage. This creating allows us to pinpoint where interventions are most needed. To examine spatial relationships, we build two complementary spatial weighted matrices. The inverse distance weighting matrix models the decaying influence between all subdistricts based on geographic distance. Simultaneously, an adjacency matrix captures immediate neighborhood connections using a dynamic four-neighbor rule, reflecting the localized nature of utterly characterized delivery. Building upon the established spatial weight matrix, we perform the global spatial autocorrelation analysis using Morris I statistic. Its index quantifies the overall degree of spatial clustering or dispersion in the supply-demand matching values across all subdistricts to enhance the robustness of our analysis. We refine the weight matrix by dynamically defining neighborhoods and introducing a distance decay coefficient. The significance of the computed Morris I value was then assessed through a z-test to determine whether the observed spatial pattern deviates significantly from a random distribution. Moving behind the city view, we employ local spatial autocorrelation analysis, specifically the local indicators of spatial association, to pinpoint the exact locations and types of spatial clusters. This method computes a local Morris-I statistic for each street to measure its correlation with neighborhood errors. The significance of each local cluster is then rigorously tested using a z-test, allowing us to identify statistically significant hotspots, cold spots, and spatial outliers where the local pattern deviates from the global trend. Now, let's look at the key finds. First, we found distinct concentric differentiation. Core urban districts have the highest match. Near suburbs are moderate, and outer suburbs show the lowest match with significant imbalance. The global spatial autocorrelation results reinforce this. The significant Morris I tells us that high match errors cluster together in the city center, forming hotspots, while low match errors cluster in the outskirts, forming cold spots. Local analysis gives us more details. It identifies specific high clusters in resource-rich central areas and low clusters in unserved outer suburbs. We also see some mixed patterns, indicating local anomalies. We also examine spatial association strengths. Most streets only influence their immediately neighbors. Some streets with low matching themselves have broad spatial linkage. Trusting their resources may be serving areas beyond their own. Our analysis reveals significant spatial differentiation, meaning the distribution is uneven and non-random, with clear Geographic clustering. We identify distinct local clustering patterns. High clusters are found in well-supplied central urban districts, while low clusters appear in distinct suburbs, reinforcing each other spatially. Some local outliers also exist, indicating spatial heterogeneity. Globally, the Morin Psi Index of 0.25 confirms a strong positive spatial correlation, forming clear high and low aggregation patterns. Furthermore, most streets have limited spatial influence, confining resources to small areas. However, a few streets with low matching levels show significant spatial linkage potential and require special attention. Based on these findings, we propose targeted strategies, consolidate hotspots to optimize efficiency, strengthen hotspots with additional resources, and provide precise guidance for abnormal areas. In conclusion, our study provides a special diagnosis of elderly care facility matching in Beijing, offering evidence for resource optimization. Thank you for your attention.